Of course, we have two special guests today. They're part of the crew today, honorary members of the crew of the club. We have Farizo Jordan, the playwright, of course.
Hey.
Hi. And, of course, she has this great play out right now called Georgia. It's going to be one night only here in New York this Friday, the 26th. So you got to get your tickets in. You got to come out and support her, of course. And we have the director of the play, Mr. Kevin Benoit, Mr. Parle, he's going to run the world one day. Say hello to the people, sir.
Hello.
Because they will be your constituents one day when you're mayor of this city.
I'm actually thinking about running this year.
Really?
Yeah, man.
You got a better chance than Spencer right now.
I mean, Spencer's not running for mayor, but Wiener and Quinn, they all suck.
Hey.
Quinn used to be awesome.
I met Quinn last week, as a matter of fact. I met her last week.
The opinions of those of Kevin Benoit do not reflect those of Laid Back Wednesdays or WBCR. Just to let you guys know.
Bill Thompson or bust. Yeah,
I noticed how everybody went quiet. Like,
I touch and agree.
Clap. I'm not touching that one.
Okay, so let me ask Kevin first off. Let's bring it back to this play, sir. How did you get involved in Georgia?
So I was at the house and I just had nothing to do that week, and
he's lying. Don't believe him.
No, essentially she had worked on it in college. She went to Fordham. She had like a 7-minute version that she asked me to come see. She actually started off interning for Parle a couple of years before, and so I went to go see. It was like 7 minutes, and she was about to graduate, and she wasn't sure, what the next steps were. As an actor or actress, you go to school for it in New York City. Obviously the goal is to blow, but there's so much competition just amongst your classmates. And just the industry in itself. So my advice was to, try to take it to the next level and do it yourself. So the 7 minutes, I believe I told her to try to get a full-length version. This was in December. The full-length version was done by the end of January, and we put it on for the first time in March 2011. So that's the quick story.
That was a quick story?
How long this been going on? You have 2 years to fine-tune this. That's what
No. So we did it in 2011, and then, we just kept working it. So we've been in different cities and in different states. We got a college tour that we're embarking on in a month. And we're just doing this one last one. And, well, not the last one, but this one in New York real quick this Friday to get people on board once more.
Have you altered the script in any way since 2011?
Well, Farizo would do most of the altering. I would just say the parts that I didn't like. Obviously we want to have a perfect project. The audience changes, so we do it at colleges, so that audience might expect or might need something different than the regular version. I know from the beginning we've changed one of the characters' names. The best friend, her name wasn't Bianca, so people
What's
saw
the
it.
saying, ghetto?
I mean, Bianca is actually
Dijonay.
the ghetto version.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was Whitney before.
Bianca's not ghetto.
Bianca is a ghetto
Ghetto
name.
version.
No, I mean we didn't want to. We
We need to change that.
didn't want to go ratchet. We just wanted to make her slightly more hood. Like she's a hood character, but she's not like on the block.
Bianca
She's
sounds
just,
very Spanish, very Jenny from the block.
But yeah, we haven't changed too much. Just tweaked. And
We actually have changed the ending since we first started doing it.
Okay, well, don't tell us the ending.
I'm not telling you. I'm just saying it's
Spoiler
changed.
alert.
No, we're trying not to do the spoiler alert. We want the people to come out and actually see this project. And not just the project. To see this production.
I think I got that invite on my Facebook. Let me like it.
Oh, Shams. I missed you so. All right. So, Kevin, tell me, how is this directing a play? How is this different from all the other stuff you do? Because I know you're editor-in-chief of your own magazine, Parle, Represent. I know that you head up like a lot of organizations and a lot of, things a lot of community outreach programs. But how is directing a play different? How is overseeing a production like this?
It's not too different from creating events, which is a lot of what I've been doing the last few years. I started off with open mics. I started off putting together shows, fashion shows. So it's really, the production aspect is the same. You still want the same results. You still want to get a crowd there. You still want to try to get some press. You still want to try to get some sponsors. You still want to put on the best possible event, and you want people to be satisfied. So in those aspects, it's pretty much the same. I didn't study theater. I didn't, go to school for it in any way. So when I direct, I'm not looking for maybe what some other people or maybe what the experts would look for in theater. I'm more looking for, is this hot? And when I have the audience that I'm used to or accustomed to seeing, when I put it on for them, will they enjoy it? And that's really, I think that'll work every time.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like the audience member is directing the show.
Yeah.
Giving it a more human touch.
I mean, essentially, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If the audience doesn't like it, it really won't matter. So I figure if our audience, and at this point we're working with the 18 to 36 crowd, if they love it, we can go wherever with it. But if they don't like it, then we won't even make it up the block, so it won't even matter.
Yeah, I was about to ask that question about the demographic you're going for in this play. For the other shows that you've had, what's usually your turnout? Is it like mostly like a mixed crowd, a black crowd, or?
Well, it depends on who's on the menu. Because I know when I performed on one of his shows, it was a packed out.
Yeah, same. Shamps and Sammy have performed at a few of my open mics and things like that. Like I said, we do poetry shows. It's mostly African American. It's minorities, I'd say. Generally, you get between 50 to 100 people in there. It really just depends on the night, on the event. I do comedy shows.
Speed dating.
I've done speed dating. I do an annual New Year's Eve party. So I do a lot, and everything's different.
I told you, the man is busy.
I was thinking about doing your comedy shows too, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you're not funny.
Right? I was like,
Ooh.
I was thinking that, what would the material be?
Nicer about it.
We're about to go off air in a second, though.
That's why you got chased with a mic stand last week.
No, but dry is funny sometimes, too.
What?
I missed that one. What happened?
What dried up?
Dry is funny sometimes, too.
Oh, dry.
Everybody jokes can't get
Dry
caught
humor?
right away.
That dry humor, of course.
I see my good stuff for the station, so.
Okay.
That's right.
I think that means we need to get into a break, I guess, for a little bit. Okay, so this is the Laid Back Wednesdays, and I'm talking to Kevin. We're going to loosen him up for a minute. We're going to loosen him up a bit.
Y'all got some Henny in the back?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
That's how we roll.
Don't tell
This is how we do.
That might be too loose.
Oh, that's a good one for Reese. That's a good one. I like
That's
that.
like the one hit wonder we try so hard to forget about, but wherever you go, you always hear it, right? It gets addictive after a while, doesn't it?
No, Fareeze just gave me a great idea. Thanks, Fareeze, for hooking me
I was
up.
just thinking about that song, too, actually.
I've been thinking about that song since last week, since I heard it on the radio, of course. And
1995, Colin.
of course. So, that's so cute. Why are you showing me a baby picture? Things get so weird in this studio right now, especially with Jared on mic 2.
That's my Throwback Thursday picture.
That's your Throwback Thursday? Yeah. Okay. Somebody's on the phone.
It's not Captain, I'll tell you that much.
Kevin, are you on the phone?
Business
Kevin
don't
is on the
stop. I'm on the radio.
We'll definitely be right back. This is the Laid Back Wednesdays.
We're back.